I mean, as artists, I feel like it's kind of our job and our responsibility to share. I think it is really finding that balance between, your personal life and your business, and then, really just submitting to the art.
You are now watching But First Coffee. Welcome back. We are here with Mr. Vegaz Taelor himself, Mr. International, director, producer, singer, songwriter, you name it. And we're in his wonderful space today, VT Studios, just built.
What's up? Welcome to VT Studios. Come on in.
This part of the space I call the Serena. This is the main room I utilize the most for guests. It includes a half bathroom and an optional kitchen space. I wanted to complement the exposed concrete in the space, so I chose a minimalist approach using natural elements like wood, stone, and moss. It's some of my proudest work. Smart home technology allows you to get creative with lighting for your video productions, curated events, and live shows. Once you're in this part of the space, you truly can't help but submit to the creative possibility. Welcome to the Serena.
Why music?
So why music? So my father was a huge influence. He was an old singer, a platter. But in truth, from what I can remember, music really chose me. I just always have loved the arts. You know what I mean? I love being expressive. I feel like music, not to sound cliche, it really is a universal language. So it's just been a way for me to really connect to my source and then just connect to others as well.
Well, I know you do a lot of behind the scenes, but what do you like better, behind the scenes work or performing and singing yourself?
It's so hard to pick and choose, because I feel like I do it all. It really comes in seasons. Like, I moved to LA solely, working on music, and then it transitioned into being a supporting vocalist. So then I was focused more on singing, and then it landed me here where I'm, more playing a behind the scenes role. I'm like a true artist, so I really feel like it just comes in seasons for me.
Now, I know it's usually a hesitation when you're that artistic. You're like, I'm gonna keep this to myself. I'm gonna share this part to the world. How do you differentiate what you share to the world and what you keep for yourself?
I mean, as artists, I feel like it's kind of our job and our responsibility to share. I think it is really finding that balance between, your personal life and your business, and then, really just submitting to the art. So I feel like for me, I find that when I'm making the decision of what I want to share, let's say, for example, it's music. If the music pulls me in a certain direction, I just have to submit. I got to be honest, you know. So I think it's just down to stimulation. You know what I mean? I really, again, I move with my source.
It's just like an energy thing with you. You vibing with the music, and I know you just finished the project Honesty, which helped you build different things. Now you've created a space for other people to create. What was the inspiration in creating this space?
I honestly wanted to create an upscale experience for Black people down here in LA. I feel like we don't have a lot of that. So I'm constantly giving aesthetic. I wanted to really have somewhere that I felt like, we could just look grand and, I was working with Ye for the last 3 years. So just really understanding minimalism and using natural elements in a space. That was a huge inspiration. I'm sorry, give me the question one more time, because I want to make sure I'm fully answering.
Why you were inspired to create a space for other creators?
Yeah, it's just giving aesthetic. I've been doing it for so long. I felt like, why not have a space where I could create a comfortable place for people to create. I honestly have just been in service with this. It never was a plan of mine to own a space or work on a space. And I got the vision over quarantine to, give people a home.
Now, how was quarantine for you? Because you are used to being on the road performing, and did that pivot or change the career aspect? Because I know it made a difference to the regular 9-to-5 corporate job. So how did you make that transition to say, okay, I'm going to open myself back up to the world. Let's get back on this road.
So I felt like, nobody saw the end of quarantine while we were in it,
Right.
But prior to that, I was moving so fast. I remember honestly wanting to just chill. Like, I'm tired of going from city to city. Like, I just want to sit at home, So then when quarantine hit, I think, if I'm honest, the beginning of it, I really enjoyed just being still and being silent. And then from there, again, I just got the vision to I was doing small projects during quarantine. And, we sneaking and doing them too, by the way, because you can't have more than 3 people in the room. You felt bad just for being outside.
Right, true.
So as I started to work on more projects with different artists, various artists, and we were going to different spaces, I was just moving things around on set, and I was kind of like, man, I could really do this myself. So that's how we here.
Now, you work with a couple of big names. I saw you myself. You work with Lil Nas X. You worked with Kanye on Sunday Service. Keep going with my list.
Man.
And you've done Miss Tina. So how has those experiences changed you? Because you've been doing music for a long time, and usually you like to work on your projects. So how did that little pivot change the way you look at the music?
It's just so awesome to see people work at such a high level. Being able to have these ideas and these visions for things and really execute and get them done. So I think coming as a student and the moments that, a lot of people as artists, you're like, it's about me, it's my journey, it's my time. But I felt like, in these moments that I was really able to, again, just be of service and watch and be a student, it's just been so awesome to see, especially Ye, just such a high level creator, just get it done, and all these moving parts around him, and never compromising the art. Even Miss Tina, like, we would work from 11 a.m. to like 4 in the morning, and she's on it like every moving part. So I just been learning, just been soaking it all up, and for me, submitting to the art is just number one. Never compromise.
Now, you always mention being a student, even a student of your craft. So how important is it to have a teachable spirit? Because a lot of people can't be taught. It's like, I know it. I know everything. I'm going to be there. I'm already there. So it's like a constant learning curve that I know of my experience. So how important is that for you?
So I think you always got to be a student. Like, you never could not, you never shouldn't be in a position where you are wanting to learn or better yourself. I think kind of finding that balance though sometimes, because I know for me, I don't like projections. I don't like somebody to project their experience on me and then tell me like I can't do something or I'm not capable of it. So I think that you always have to be in a position to receive, and then just use your discernment, you know what I mean, to know if it's valuable or not.
And is it usually valuable for you? Like, you put yourself in a room with a lot of people, so everything given to you may not be something you should hold on to. So how do you judge that in making these moves into this type of industry or any industry? Like, how can someone determine what that is?
Man, I'm prayed up, I'm led by the spirit, like my intuition, my gut. I've just had to learn to really trust it. So yeah, that's where I personally start. I start with prayer, whenever it just feels off or it doesn't feel right. And anything that's been meant for me has really just presented itself very easily. So it's just, yeah.
Now you, like I said, you dropped the project. You got the studio space, wonderful space, by the way.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you here, all of y'all.
And so, as building this, what do you see next? Are you gonna start doing more with spaces and being creative, or are you gonna stay behind the scenes? What is the big goal for you next?
Yeah, so this is a series of spaces that I'm going to be working on.
Okay.
I wanted to start here in LA and just, build my infrastructure, to work on the administrative side. This is my first space. So I'm just focused on really getting this to a point that it could run itself. And then from there, I'm looking to take this same theme and go to different cities and build spaces there and give the aesthetic in different places and host a variety of things. Here we've had like sound baths, private dinners. We're working on a virtual concert series now.
Okay.
So I'm definitely looking to do that other places. And alongside that, I'm still going to be recording and
Gotcha.
doing my thing. But again, it's just came in seasons for me. Like spiritually, this was a labor of love, and I really just wanted to embark on something new. You know what I mean? Try something new. But I just was in the studio 2 weeks ago. So we'll get some new music too, for sure.
Well, I appreciate you taking this time out, and I always like to share quotes with different people. So, I usually use different things, but the show is called But First Coffee. And I think that's a quote that embodies itself because, of course, my name is Coffee. But what is
That's a great name. That's a great name.
Appreciate you, Mom and Pops. Well, what is one quote that you find yourself using a lot? To keep that pace going. I mean, because you boom, 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 boom. Always running.
You put me on the spot. I don't know if I got one particular
What's a
quote.
Vegas quotable? Like, what do you say often?
An apple will never be an orange. My mama told me that. And I feel like if anything, I use that probably a lot. And I say that to myself, if it's an apple, it's an apple. Ain't never gonna be an orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had to make sure everybody knew who was in charge of this magnificent space. I mean, he has this room. I don't want to call it the black room because it's not all black.
Nah,
but it's black culture.
Yeah, black culture.
Black culture room.
It's in the back space, and I was
Yeah.
calling it like the back room when we was working on it. I was like, wait, it's the black room.
So I want to make sure they knew the man behind the magic. So I appreciate, again, you letting us host here.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check out Mr. Vegaz Taelor. This is VT Studios.
I was gonna say they also should know my first show that I ever had, my first performance was with you.
Yes.
I don't even know how old I was. I was
15
maybe
years ago.
12, 13, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, it's such a privilege to have you here, man.
A full 360.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Make sure you continue to tune in. Appreciate you always.